Bushwhack with us through the Catskills wilderness as we look for a new way to climb up North Dome Mountain.
Today we are doing North Dome, scouting out I guess, easiest way up the mountain from this parking lot, the end of the Devil's Path at the beginning, western edge. Yeah, here we go. This section of the Devil's Path goes through this really cool boulder field. Big broken rocks that have fallen down the side of St. Anne's. Cool stuff. As you continue up Mink Hollow, to your right, there is the ridge line for North Dome. And then the true summit, she's right there. So, if you do your plan and prepare stage, planning your hike, especially on the bushwhacks, if you study your map set, you'll realize the bottom of that ridge line is private land. So unless you get permission from that landowner, no access. So several options are to go up the Devil's Path like we are today and go up the eastern steep side, or Shaft Road, and you can do Sherrill and North Dome as an out and back, or as a mini through hike from car to car. So a couple options for this particular 2 peaks or 1 peak day you want to do.
Here we are in Mink Hollow, and this is as far as we're going to be going on the Devil's Path.
Behind us, there is North Dome.
There it is.
Our plan of attack is to go through the notch, kind of stay at the same line of elevation, and then go up that ridge you see over Jeff's head to the true summit.
What is special about Mink Hollow here?
Well, there's 2 Mink Hollows in the Catskills.
It's the other Mink Hollow, and it's the other Mink Hollow on the Devil's Path, if it wasn't confusing enough to have 2 Mink Hollows
And
in
if
the
you
Catskills.
really want to get really confusing, there's 2 Mink Hollow roads in 2 separate towns, which used to be one road, but then they abandoned that section of road over the mountains.
But that's on the other Mink Hollow. So we're gonna head off the trail here and see how we can get up North Dome, and we'll take you along. There is a pretty large wetland here in Mink Hollow. When the water's high, it's almost like a small pond. When it's low, it's just a swampy area. Here we had plenty of water before it froze, so nice and full. Bushwhacking is a bit art and a bit science. We want to get over to the ridge over there, and we've got to get through the woods here to get there. So we're just kind of taking the path of least resistance and try not to go downhill.
All right, we're at 2,500 feet, and we are on the side of North Dome. So summit's somewhere back over here, and we are kind of following the 2,500 foot contour to meet up with the ridge line right about there. And go up the ridge.
Shouldn't be too far.
Follow along. Here we go, climbing up the side of the mountain. Jeff's bushwhacking skills have led us to imminent death.
I think a pretty awesome spot, actually.
Ouch.
Look at this.
We're sliding downhill. It's so slow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Like, you know, this is the pitch we're going.
Right. There's a nice shelf that we're following.
This is not a shelf.
Yeah, it is.
If it's not a shelf. This is not what this guide would call a shelf.
Well, I like extra adventure.
All right, let's watch them fall.
We've made our way through Mink Hollow, and now we contoured around through the notch up onto that ridge where we found the herd path that comes up this way. And now we're making our way up to the top of North Dome on the herd path. So probably maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile to the top. And we'll see you up there. Howdy.
Hello.
Here we are at the top of North Dome.
Beautiful.
We did make it eventually. Mo claims that I took a death route.
Well, it wasn't a death route. We were trying to scout a route for a potential a client to come up, avoiding the cliff line.
I avoided the cliff line.
North Dome is not an easy mountain.
No, on the eastern side and kind of on the southern side too. On the northern side, there's a pretty good cliff line.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think we did find it, and we found the herd path that we had heard about coming up from the south. So
Beautiful
that
view.
is all set.
Yeah.
Very nice view.
And on our way back, we're going to hit view number 2. It gives you
Yep.
a nice view of Westkill, Hunter. You can see the tower from there, as well as Rusk, East Rusk. What else am I missing?
A bunch.
Mhm.
And for winter, well, it's not quite winter, but for early December, it's actually pretty balmy up here. We've been up here in well below zero weather.
Yep.
And it's been very cold, but
And not really a lot of snow.
yeah,
About
maybe
2 inches, maybe.
at the most. Crusty.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use microspikes on the way down till we get out of the snow. And
And we're about 7 inches behind snowfall for the
Yeah.
or for the season,
so
which isn't too bad.
we're gonna sign in at the canister, and then we're gonna head back down, and we'll take you along the way. See you later. Here we are back at the little vernal pool in Mink Hollow, and we just have to skirt around that, and then we're back on the trail. I think we're both very glad that we're back on the trail.
Yes.
We might have both had a few meltdowns with branches hitting us in the face, since it was a little brushy coming down.
And
across.
frustrated because I thought I had found a good route, but it's just not going to work.
No.
But this
no.
is the nature of exploring the Catskills and trying to do what's best for your client. And sometimes there isn't an easy way up the mountain. That's why it's the mountain.
Well, and I think there's lots of ways up North Dome. None of them are overly easy. So, we continue to look, but at least it was an adventure.
Yes.
And now we have about 1.5 miles to get back down to Spruceton
This
Road.
is easy peasy stuff.
But it's all trail, so we
Yeah.
can cruise, and I think we'll make it before we have to put headlamps on, since we kind of had a late start.
But it's nice to explore a section of the Catskills I've never been in before.
Absolutely.
Mink Hollow was kind of a neat.
Yeah, coming up from the south through Mink Hollow, because we dropped down into the valley faster this time on the way back. It was really cool, and
A lot of big sugar maples.
I doubt there's very many people that go through there, so it's exciting to kind of
Mm-hmm.
check it out, see it, all the things you don't see unless you do get off the trail in Bushwhack. So it was a good time.
We are playing the race the clock, trying to get up before it's dark. Sunset.
We don't have headlamps.
Of course we have headlamps. It's a fun game. Like, can we get there before we have to put it on? I like this game. I think it's fun. Last hill crest and then down to the car. We can see the car. Jeff, look excited.
Well, we made it to the car.
Now time for pizza.
That's right. Not what I would classify as an easy bushwhack.
It was beautiful, challenging, and coming up that south ridge was really cool. There were some really cool views, wintertime views off of the ridge line.
Yeah, I would not classify it as my favorite way to bushwhack North Dome, but it was definitely interesting. I think what, it worked out to 9.5 miles?
I have 7.6 round trip.
Oh, well my all trail says 9.5.
What?
What?
That
So
was-
clearly
Something is wrong.
I must have walked in circles
Well,
a few
keep in
times.
mind, with all trails, I have learned using it almost every day. When you get back to service, it will
It
update
resets.
itself. So sometimes things will
Well, I
adjust.
want the 9.5.
All right, we'll say it's 9.5.
Okay,
It's 9.5.
so we're gonna go get our pizza and call it an evening. Hope you enjoyed the hike along with us, and see you on the next hike.
Cheers.
Looking for more videos of bushwhacks in the Catskills? Click the suggested video below for a hike up Catskill High Peak. Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mo.
And
we're the Hiker Trash Husbands.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching.